All right, fifth graders. Okay, fifth graders, please pull out your notes that we took on Monday. Lita, close your Chromebook, please. Pull out the notes we took on Tia Isa wants a car and a different pond. You can pull out the worksheet we did yesterday and the notes you took in your notebook as well. Thank you, brother. Colton, get out your notes. All right, fifth graders, quickly pull out your notes, okay? All right. Does someone want to summarize what's going on in Tia Isa wants a car for me, please? Izzy. Okay, nicely done. For those of you that did not hear Izzy said Tia Isa wants a car is about Tia Isa wanting a car, but financially is not in the best situation. So her family comes together, supports her, helps her raise money, and ultimately is able to purchase a car. Okay, would someone like to summarize a different pond for me, quickly? Jacob.
There's two, there's a dad and the dad's son, and they don't have enough money to buy food to buy bait, and then they have to fish in a pond for food, and then they.
Okay. So for those of you that didn't hear Jacob, a different pond is about a family that is also in a not so good financial situation, and they decide to spend their money on baits to go fishing in order to catch food. They're pretty much hunting for their own food. Okay? So we discussed over the course of the past 2 days that both of these stories, their themes that are related with one another were, you should have this written in your notes. I should see more than just one hand in the air. Takaya. Okay, the common theme that we kind of decided on was family can get you through difficult times. Common theme. Okay? We came to this conclusion on Monday that the common theme that the two stories would share is family can help get you through difficult times. Yesterday we did a little work on thinking or revisiting this theme right here, to think more deeply, and we came to the conclusion yesterday that although this overall theme can pertain to both of these stories, the theme of each story is slightly different. Okay? So what was the theme that we came up with yesterday for Tia Isa Wants a Car? Justin.
In hard times, family can come together to provide support and comfort.
Okay. In hard times, family can come together and provide support and comfort. What was the problem in Tia Isa Wants a Car, Brennan?
They didn't have enough money, so they,
Just tell me the problem. Just the problem.
They didn't have enough money to get the car.
Okay, they didn't have enough money to get the car. What was the solution of the problem? Jacob.
the solution is, so when she got a car and people helped her, and also, I think Justin read the theme for the pond.
Okay. So Jacob, what do you have written down for the theme for Tia Isa Wants a Car?
In hard times, family can come together to change their situation for better.
You are correct. I think you might have mixed the two up. I think you did. Okay, but it is, in hard times, family can come together to change your situation for the better.
Yeah.
Okay, like we said, the problem was Tia Isa wanted a car, but she could not afford it. And Jacob said the solution was her family came together, worked together to ultimately get Tia Isa that car, and they were able to go to the beach. Now, on the other hand, Justin said for a different pond, the theme was, in hard times, family can come together to provide support and comfort. And you should have this written in your notes from yesterday. What was the problem in a different pond? Izzy.
They didn't
Thank you.
have enough money, so they had to use the
Okay, so the problem is lack of money, so lack of food. And the solution, Izzy? Who is they?
I mean, the dad went to the son and then to get fish for everyone.
Okay, so they went to catch fish. And how does that relate to the theme of in hard times family can provide support and comfort? How does that pertain to the theme? Go ahead.
It's because when his son didn't want to go to the army, but then he changed his mind because he wanted to go to the dad.
Okay. Very good, Izzy. So dad is supporting the family, catching food with his son. And he's comforting him. He's making light of their difficult situation, making it more of like a bonding moment between dad and the son.
Did everybody hear what Izzy said?
Yeah.
Okay, I saw Kendall shook her head no. Izzy, do you mind repeating what you said? How the dad taking the boy fishing relates to the theme of in tough times, family can support and comfort you.
It relates to the theme because the boy didn't want to go fishing with the dad, but then he changed his mind. He was going to help get food for everyone.
So the boy wanted to support the family, wanted to help dad catch the food that the family's going to eat. So the boy decided, okay, I'm going to support dad. Or dad said, okay, I'm going to take my son out to catch fish, supporting the family. Okay? So what we're going to be doing today is a little bit of character analysis. So in your notes, you should have written down every character that is mentioned in the two stories while we were listening to it on Monday. Okay? And we're going to analyze how each character is related to the theme based on level of importance. Do you know what that means? So we're going to analyze the main characters. We're going to touch on the main characters, the protagonists, the antagonists. But then we're going to talk about like the not so important characters. The ones that aren't as present throughout the story and how they relate to the theme. And we're going to do that both for Tia Isa Wants a Car and a different pond. Okay? I can show you what that worksheet is going to look like. As the smart board is turning on, I will pass this out to you. Today's date is March 25th, I believe.
No, it is.
24th, March 24th.
We're thinking.
You're welcome. Bob, would you like a copy?
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay, looking at this worksheet. So the worksheet is broken up into 3 separate categories. Kennedy, would you mind reading the category furthest to the left, please? Closely connected to the theme. So that's going to be acknowledging the main characters, the protagonists and the antagonists. The people who are present in the story almost throughout the entire thing, and how they relate to the theme. Okay? What about the middle section, Brennan?
Somewhat connects to the theme.
Okay. So this is analyzing characters that aren't as present in the story. But an example of this could be like the boy's mom in A Different Pond. Okay? We learn a little bit about her. We can understand how she's connected to this theme. But she wasn't present during the entire story. Okay? And the last one says far away from or against the theme. Yes, Brennan?
It's kind of like, from A Different Pond, it's like, the boy's, like, older brother and sister, like, you don't really know about them.
Okay, exactly. So this section is pretty much dedicated to characters we don't know much about or are going against the theme. So we know the themes our family can get you through difficult times. And what it means by like against the theme, for example, is like a family member not providing support when they're in a difficult time, or someone making their situation even more difficult. That's what it would mean by against the theme. Yes, Brennan?
You wanna see, like, I'm confused, like, do you just put, like, for characters, do you just put, like, to the very top box, like, the characters that were closely to the theme, like, do we put, like, Tia Esau, and do we put, like, for the somewhat?
That would be correct. So, thank you. I was going to get into that. For each box, you will list the character and categorize them under each category you think they fall in. Then right below, in that same box, you will provide evidence to why you feel this way, to support your claim. Yes, Izzy?
Would we split up the boxes for different bonds, like Tia Esau?
Nope. You can just analyze. You can just fill in each character. Okay? Brendan?
So for the Tia Esau, for, like, closely to the theme, would
We can do one together. We can do one together.
But I was gonna say, like, could we just write, like, oh, because her name's in the title?
No. We gotta, the evidence I'm looking for, so you are categorizing them. I need to see support to why you put them in this category. Not so, okay, her name's on the cover, she's the main character. How does she relate to this theme that we developed? That's what I'm looking for.
So are you talking about text evidence, things from the story?
Yes, text evidence. You can reference a scene in the story, a line. Could be anything. Okay? Does anybody have any questions? Yes, Takaya.
So, like, when you're doing, like, so you have just write the name on the wall
Yes.
in just one box?
Yep. Any other questions? No? Okay, you will be working with your book club groups on this worksheet. Let's just review a few expectations. How many people should be talking at once in each group? I'm not seeing many hands. Brennan?
4, because in each group, because there's 4 groups, 4 people should be talking.
Okay, thank you. So we have 4 groups. 1 person from each group should be talking. Do a little multiplication. 4 groups, 1 person talking from each group. How many people talking? 4. Okay? When someone's explaining something, don't try to cut the person off. Let them get to their point. Let them explain what they would like to explain. Then afterwards, once they're finished, then you guys can talk about it. That's one thing I noticed yesterday when we were doing social studies. We didn't really let our group members get a chance to speak completely all the way through. Okay? So we're gonna practice that today. Alright, you may get with your groups and begin working. Yes. Yes, in order. Okay. What is? Yes. What's that? Nope, Asia's not with you guys today. Ada, we're not gonna do that. Okay, you guys can sit around the horseshoe table. Yep, no one should sit in the roll, So what do we got? Why? Okay, so we shouldn't say her name. We should say Isa is closely connected to the theme because why? How does she relate to the theme? Because the family supports her in getting the car. Okay, just because, okay, so all of these boxes, hold on one second. Just a quick, I just have something quick to say. So when you're analyzing these characters within your groups, we're not analyzing how often they're mentioned in the story, or yeah, we're not analyzing how often they're mentioned in the story. We're analyzing each individual character and how they relate to this theme. Okay, what do they do that relates to this theme? I'll say that one more time. We're not analyzing the characters that are most relevant within the text. I heard, just walking around the first couple of minutes, I heard so-and-so's under the closely connected to the theme box because her name's mentioned a lot in the story. Okay, we're not gonna do that. We're thinking about how the characters are connected to this theme. You should have your notes with you as well as the worksheet we completed with in class yesterday to help guide you through this conversation with your groups.
Boys and girls, we did used to define characters that way. We knew that they were really important by knowing how many times they were mentioned in the story. But now that we're in 5th grade, Mr. Shaw is leading you to go deeper. How can you prove that they're an integral part of the story, not just that their name's on a page, is what he's saying. So, so look for those examples. Give examples of why they are so close to the theme.
On Monday, I asked you, we made a bullet list of what your notes should look like when listening and reading the story. Okay? So you should have notes on the characters to help you with this and their importance to the story. So if you have those, I would advise you grab them, please. Yep, see, so she was having a difficult time in her family. Very good. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Did you say my name? Oh, I thought you said Mr. Shaw. Yeah, she worked.
Okay, and then the second one, forward from against the theme. The mom and the if she starts taking her time, that's why that's and then some and then sister because
Yes, she's connected to the theme because her family supports her to get this, not because she wants to. Remember, the theme is support from the family. So the family's supporting you. So I would say, so where would you say? She's, when she says she's close, so not far away from the theme.
she hates some of the men. And because her family
How are we doing? Which story is this?
different pond.
For TV, so in charge of the time. So, true, she was sleeping. She didn't go to work, so I would, maybe it should fall underneath this.
This would be you know what? You it's alright. So, something, know which one we're thinking of. Like, there's no Tia inside the different pond.
Okay, what's the first character we're gonna be? Who is the first character we're talking about? Okay, Tianita, so you got her in the box. Okay, so first, why do we say that Tianita is closely connected to the family? Okay, that's what you would like to do. How are we doing, gentlemen? So we got Tia, Isa, her sister. Okay. It's a good start. Keep going. Keep going. Yeah.
Oh no!
Correct. They should have their own box. Oh, I think so. Okay, here. Let me see these notes for a second. This is a okay, so for all the characters in the story.
I thought you said walking towards the store, but no, we walking through. I was like, he's describing our house. Yeah, I was like, I thought it's like a thrift store because I saw that that describes smelly. Oh, frick. You're describing our house. It's my shorts.
Okay, so we got 10 people, okay, so we'll call about 5 people.
Yeah, we're
How many boxes are there? There you go. Let's count all 5. There you go. The exact amount.
It's Tia, Isa, not Tina.
Okay, Maddie and Evelyn,
Be quiet.
listen, okay? First of all, my phone is recording right now. Okay, so listen, we're just doing character analysis right now. So we're just acknowledging every single character mentioned in each story and how closely related they are to the theme. Maddie, we're just acknowledging how closely the characters are to that theme.
And why do you choose?
Okay? Alright. How are we doing? Okay. Okay. So we have Kate, Sedon, Mom, from a different pond. Okay, there you go. Tia Isa, hey. I think Tia Isa, I think that's a Tia Isa belongs there, but you can also put Tia's sister in the box as well. She wasn't working? Was she making money? Was she making money though? She's doing a bunch of little jobs. They got her money. But she was still helping, yeah, she was working. So I would say she's closely connected to the team. She's trying to get a car for her family. Same with her sister. What did she do at the very end? Took her entire family to the beach. I know. I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt. How are we doing? So, okay, so you're getting all the boxes filled in? Okay, we probably have Molly. Alright, fifth graders, we have about, actually, I'm gonna come around, never mind, disregard that announcement. How's it coming over here?
Yeah, I have a sister down. Or what about jumping? Where are we at? That hurts. My dad is super strong. But it's only okay, we're stuck. No, we're not. No, she needs help.
Hold on, let's think about every single character.
We don't need help.
What do you need help with? I think you're okay. Take a breath and relax.
I need a new one. Are we supposed to have
That's-
Yes, we're analyzing every single character in the story. There's 15 boxes, so how many characters do you think there are? There you go.
I totally walked in the stop. Walking weird. Oh, I forgot about. I have to go.
What is for dad? What is for dad?
Yeah.
Okay, so much good. So much good with the class.
Yeah, don't worry. Unless I tried to get hers, but I got hers away. Unless I did this. If she was red, if she was red, you're
What is wrong with you?
And no,
Okay, the boy guy. Okay, can I talk? Oh yeah, the boy. Is there the boy house?
Hey, Mrs. Hyatt, can I talk to you for a second? If you can, get out.
You can't fit. Don't do it. It's not worth it. She is not a
and sister.
Because Ronnie.
Go ahead. The boy help is that fit. Okay.
I want to do another.
Yeah, let's just. I don't want to talk.
I can do it. Okay, so no. Okay. All right, fifth graders, sit back to your seats quickly, please.
I literally just did that. Like,
Yeah, I should come back.
Quickly sit down and pull out a loose leaf sheet of paper or a notebook. Loose leaf sheet of paper and a notebook. Hold and take it. Hold, Jess. Put it in. Go ahead, take it. Notebook or loose leaf sheet of paper. Jason, why are you still not sitting? Thank you. Okay, loose leaf sheet of paper and notebook out, please. Okay, put your name at the top. I will be collecting this. So I'll get into that right after I give the directions to what we're gonna do right now. So, we are going to be completing a 3, 2, 1 exit slip. Does anybody know what that is? What is it, Evelyn?
I think it's like where you put like 3 topics and then like put like a problem, solution, and
A problem pertaining to what?
what happened in the story.
Nope. So the 3, 2, 1 exit slip, it's closed. Good guess. Thank you for raising your hand. 3, 2, 1 exit slip. 3 new things you learned today.
Oh.
2. So I'm gonna be looking for 3 new things you learned today. 2 questions you still have.
2 questions. Why do you have no questions?
I'm not seeing many hands, but I'm hearing a lot of questions. Yes, Landon, thank you.
Do you have to have 2 questions?
Yep, 2 questions. Yes, Nakaya.
So this is only for, reading and like no other subject? that we're
Correct.
doing?
This is only pertaining to reading and what we did today. Yes, Aisha.
What if we don't have a question?
Just think a little deep. Think deeper. I bet you'll come up with something. Do you have a question? Are you stretching?
Actually, I have not a question, I have an answer.
An answer? For what?
For question.
Oh, I'm gonna get into that in just a minute, okay? Can you hold on?
We were done with that.
Yeah. And then 1. And 1 thing that you enjoyed or 1 thing that went well. This is individually, not as a group. Take the time to answer these right now.
We have to answer that?
Yes? Yes, Maddie.
Can you like bullet them, or does it have to be?
You can bullet them. You can number them. I want to see a complete thought though. I want to see a complete sentence. Yes, Tate.
We have to do 3 new things and then
3 new things you learned today, 2 questions you have, and 1 thing that you enjoyed or 1 thing that went well. Yes, Kennedy.
How if we don't have questions?
Think a little deeper. Think. It can be about anything. About the story. About group work. It can be anything. Yes.
When if you were in band and you didn't do anything?
Well, did you talk with your groups at all today? Just do your best. If you weren't here, just do your best. You can actually answer these based on what we did yesterday then. If you were in band and you were not here, you can answer these questions based on what we did yesterday. And I will be collecting this. Not right now. You can be working on